All right. So let people join in for some more time. We'll wait and then we'll start. So if I want to label it separately, so then the first label I'll put ax dot set y label, and then dot set y label. So this is how this is called undamped, right? So this is, yeah. So if you want to label them separately, then you can label it like this. So this is how this things works basically. This subplots thing. So uh, let's say now you want to put a super title, so like a title above all titles. So in that case your command is fig dot super title, and then I'll write it like a tale of two plots. So if I put it here, okay, did I make subtitle? Sorry. So you can see here, this is my super plot where I have plotted this the way I wanted to. So the other changes you can make it yourself. So I'm just not showing here. So people, so this is how I can plot two plots together in a, um, it's not the same plot, it's a different plot, but it's in a axis mode. So this is how I can do it. And this is what I wanted to show you. So till this point, if you have any question, please ask. Uh, that's I'll be happy to answer if you people have any question. Oh, here, till here, anyone?
Uh, if I want to put this damped and undamped
Huh.
both cases in one plot,
Huh.
just like a,
Huh.
then do I have to do I need the that access?
No, you don't need the access. So in that case, that is a simpler case. Simpler case. I will just show you. So in this case, if you just put plt dot plot uh, x1 y1, and then plt dot plot x2 y2, and then if you run it, it should show you in a single plot. That's it.
Okay, okay,
Or you can make it.
okay.
Yeah. So any more questions?
One more question is there.
Yeah.
Sir, you have mentioned that subplots can be of 2 1, 1 2,
Yeah.
2 2. 2 2 is not working here. We have to think over it, and that is one assignment you gave.
No, no.
And
Two
if
is not working here because you don't have a four plots here. That's the my question is that if you have three plots, how will you plot it? Two will definitely not work because you don't have four plots. There are only two possible ways that you can arrange. One is this way. The other possible way is that you can arrange it in this way, right? These are the
okay,
two
yes.
possible ways
Uh,
to arrange two plots, right? If you are keeping
mm,
blank both sides, that is different. But the most optimum combination will be in this way, either this or this, right? These are the two ways
yes.
that you can arrange two plots. So
Hmm.
2 2 did not work because you don't have four plots. If there were four plots, then you could have plotted uh, four plots only. Let me show you an example. Let's say I'll repeat the
Okay.
same plot. So AX4, I have four plots.
Sir, instead of 4, if I take only 3, then also the 2 2 will work.
That's a question. So that's what I said. You think what will happen, or you try and see what happens if you have three plots.
So in this case, maybe the question is baseless. So 1 1 does not hold any meaning, right?
One does not hold any meaning in the sense that it does hold meaning, because when you have only one plot, let's say we're plotting one plot and you want to plot it using access, right? For some
Hmm.
reason you are not using matplotlib, like that is
Hmm.
also matplotlib, but you don't want to use .plt, you want to use access. So in that case, if you have only one plot, then you can use
Hmm.
1 comma 1 and you should be able to plot one plot. That is fine. Even some people, I have seen some people who do not know how to use matplotlib properly, and they use accesses and then they use 1 comma 1. Does not make sense, to be honest, but you can do it. Like if you have only one plot, you can just go ahead and just plot it.
Okay, okay.
In this case, you see,
Mhm.
all right, there's an issue with this again. Okay, so there's something which I am missing here, maybe. Give me a second. So if you want to keep 4 plots, so uh, it's like, so this 2 comma 2 is fine. So in that case, you don't need to define all this separately. It's a little different. So, or maybe you can do it here. So AX, let's say, access, and we block all this, right? So now what you can do is that all these coordinates you can define on your own. So let's say, so this is, so in this case again, this will be, when you are defining in terms of plots here, so this is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. When you are doing it in terms of accesses, but this should work. I don't know why didn't it work. So it should work. Let me recheck once more. X4. Maybe it just stopped working magically. Alright, there's some issue with this. So all right, I'll show you another way of doing this. So let's say you don't define anything, just leave it like this and you just go with it. So whenever I'm writing ax.subplot, you can see my 4 boxes are created, right? Now I haven't put anything in these boxes, and you can think it like this, that 2 comma 2 means I have 4 boxes and just I have put 4 values. Now if you have put 1 comma 2 and do it, then your 2 boxes will be created. If you put 1 comma 1, then only 1 box will be created, right? So this is how it works. And let's say you have 3 plots, let's say 3 comma 3, if I put it. So you can see you will get 9 boxes. So whenever you are defining this line, right? Whenever you are defining this line, this first stage or this first line, you are defining how many plots you are going to make in a particular uh, like for a particular data point. So in this stage only you are defining how many boxes you need or how many plots you are going to plot for a particular uh, like work or something like that. So for simplicity, I'll just show 2 comma 2. So one, I have shown how to plot using this ax dot plot. The other better way to do it is like when you have more number of plots, you cannot, let's say you have 3 comma 3. So just a second. Let's say I have 6 comma 6. Let's assume that I have 36 plots, right? For an instance. So I cannot define each of these boxes on my own. Okay, so I can make this bigger. I will show you how to do it. Just give me a second. But this you can do it by this plt dot rc params. Okay, I'll do it later. Anyways, so 2 comma 2. So now for each boxes, what happened? I have numbers. So let's say I have defined AX. So AX, if I write 0 comma 0, so this indicates the first box, right? If I have AX 0 comma 1, so it indicates the second box. second plot. So this is how you can define the plots individually. In these cases, I have the previous case. Okay, I just missed it. Here I was defining the labels independently, but if you have more number of plots, let's say you have 36 plots, so this is another way of defining your plots in a better way. So you can write the plot in this way and then uh, mark individual boxes. So this can be my this second box 0 comma 1. Then you have ax. So all these boxes represent separate boxes here. I just don't want to make things more complicated, so this I'm not starting today. So or maybe I can continue, we have time. Okay, we just no, I'll not start today maybe. Or do you want to start today, anyone? So I take that as an yes. So let's say plt.axis subplots only I'm plotting, and I have the first plot. Let's say ax 0 comma 0, right? Dot plot, let's say, assume, and then I'll plot x comma y, let's say. And if I plot it, x is not defined, good. Okay, x1 comma y1. So you can see my first plot, it just came in the box, right? Now let's say I want to define the second plot here. So I want to plot the fourth box here. So let's say this will be 1 comma 1, and I want to plot this one x2 comma y2, right? And if I plot here, you can see that this plot comes in the fourth box. Now let's do something good. I'll rerun this and let's take the third box. Let's plot it 1 comma 0, and then plot year comma diesel prices. If I want to plot, let's say. So here you can see I have plot year comma diesel prices. And let's take the fourth block and 1 0 comma 1, and then you plot year comma petrol prices, right? So you can see I have plotted 4 different plots, and all the 4 plots are giving me the uniqueness. So all these 4 plots are unique. Let's see if I want to overplot any two. Can I do this in axis.subplot? So let's try. So let's say I have a diesel here, DP, and then if I want to plot, so I can even overplot for a single plots in matplotlib, right? Uh, so that's what the thing is. uh, you can do that. No, okay, Sushmita has a question, how can I disappear the boxes? You cannot disappear that like that only. So uh, so if you want to place the boxes in separate position, you cannot disappear the boxes. In that case, you need to uh, plot individual boxes and then place them accordingly. So you have to keep line spacing, and using line spacing only you can put the 2 boxes at separate locations. Or maybe you can skip the boxes. I don't like, I don't know the latter answer whether you can remove it or not, but I don't think you can remove it. So
No,
yeah.
by removing the boxes, for example, if I simply just make a blank plot where I simply like make the axis disappear, that should work, right?
So how do you want to do that? Any suggestion?
I have done it in other plotting packages. I was just trying to see that if it can be easily done in Python. For example, let's take this one, year and 2000, 2002. Let's say the one on the left bottom, mm, that is 110, right?
Yes.
The left bottom. So let's say in case of 10, I don't want to plot anything. So I just somehow
Yeah,
manage that
you
it
can.
does not
You
plot the box.
you can remove this completely. So yeah, that is possible, but the command I just don't remember now. But yeah, removing the box exactly is possible. You can do it in Python also, but what is the exact command? I just need to check it.
Fine, fine. Okay.
So yeah, this is possible for all the 4 boxes. And so that's what I wanted to say. And so yeah, all of this works independently. You can treat all of this as independent matplotlib uh, separate plots, and you can plot you can use any of the functions that you know. And
Sure. Sorry, another question. When you are doing subplots like this, where you are saying 2 2, of course it is create. It has its own logic of how far the boxes will be placed and so on.
uh,
But is there must be some commands also to just place my boxes at any position. Let's say if I just had uh, one box, instead of making it a square, I just want to make it a rectangle, which would
yes, 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 yes. So there is a function called plt.rcparams. So just give me a second. I'll just check what's the exact command for it. So yeah, so you can change the figure size. It's changeable. So just give me a second. I'll just check it and get back to you.
RC params.
RC params. So there's a function called RC params by which you can change it, or you can do it directly for subplots. So you can do it like plt.figure size comma size. So let's say, I don't know if it will work for. Okay, let me try for this. So plt.figure. But if you do it for using RC params, so in that case, whatever size you set, it will be taken by default for all the plots that are usually done it. So did it work? No, I think. Just a second. There are other ways of doing it also. Just give me a moment. So there's another package called RC params, which if you import and so from PyLab import RC params, and RC params, if you give this command, then you can choose the size, whatever size of your plots that you want, you can make it. So it's up to you. You can make it a square, you can make it a rectangle or something like that. There are other ways of doing it also. This is not the only way of doing it. I find it useful because I find it useful. That's it. I don't have any answer to it, but there are other ways also. There are at least I think there are 4 to 5 other ways by which you can change the uh, size of these boxes. There are cases also where maybe the things gets overlapped between plots. So if you label all this, so somebody has a question in the chat box, can I label all the subplots using label commands? Yes, you can label all the subplots using label commands. So I will show you how to do that. So let's say I'll just level only one. You mean leveling the x-axis and y-axis, right? So this is plt dot x level, I suppose, or maybe set x level test. So okay, so yeah, you can see that this, okay, so in the first case I used X label when I was using PLT, but in subplots you have to use set function. So set underscore X label or set underscore X scale or set underscore whatever you are using, most of the functions, if you see that it's not working in sub access.subplot, just try using set. So this, not everything you can memorize or remember. So some of the things comes from experience. So if it doesn't work with normal X level, then you just use a set. So let me, so plot 2 and then uh, plot 1, maybe this. There is another command also for increasing the size of this text, so which I don't remember now, but something from RC params only you can change the size of this writing event. So all these things can be done. It depends on your requirement. You just have to check it. Maybe, or if you cannot find, just tell me. I will just send you the required thing. 10. So plt dot 4 and this plt dot 3. So I have made 4 separate plots here, and the way I want. So it doesn't need to be plots. It can be scatter also. It can be anything you want. Need not be plots. So it can be scatter. It can be a okay, histogram. It cannot be because all are 2 points. So if you have only one, then only you can make a histogram. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share today with all of you. So if you have any questions, you can ask. But yeah, Shushmita, you were looking for that only, right? If I'm not wrong.
No, but I was looking, for example, if I just want to plot the top left and the bottom right,
No,
and I
no,
do
no,
not.
that question I got. The second one, you said the size or something, right?
Yes, this is good. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you can use it. So, uh, okay, so if you want to plot only the top right and bottom left, so you have to define this subplots. So just give me a second. Mm, I'll just check once. Yeah, that I did somewhere. It was like it's possible because I myself did it during my for someone, but I don't remember the exact command. But I should be able to find it here only. So all right. Um, Not getting this, but anyways, you want.
But it's okay. I realize that like any other plotting package, this is huge. If you say you have used it, I'll find out.
No, still
Yeah.
I couldn't remember, but there was something you have to. So what I remember is you have to define something here. So it will just only show. Uh, just a second. Let me try once more. Just give me a second.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so this is even showing the access which I don't want. Okay. All right. I'll check this and I'll get back to you. Maybe in after some time only. Yeah, I did it, so it is in my somewhere
Yeah.
in machine. So I'll just check it. But it's possible to do it. Yeah, you can just skip one complete plot and just take the plots whichever you want. The way
Right.
that's possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Any more questions anyone is having? Any more questions? You can just put in the chat or you can ask me directly. So I'll be happy to answer. Anyone? No one, right? So, okay, that's fine. We are ending the session today. So somebody raised hand. So if you're raising hand, you can ask your question. Go ahead. All right. So next session we'll have today's Friday. So maybe next Thursday we can sit, or Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever. Uh, I am free for till next Thursday. I don't have any work. So you people decide when do you want to have next session.
Thursday will be best.
Next Thursday, right? Okay, fine. Then next Thursday we'll sit. And in the meantime, I will send you something. So I will send you now only. I think that will be fine. So just give me a second. Yeah, so this is the official site of Matplotlib, where you should get everything. Look into the gallery and you should get everything here. So I just showed only few. So just go through this gallery, and I will share it here in chats maybe. And you keep trying the plot. Okay, just you keep trying the plots that are there, and not all, but whatever you can, you just get some time. So it will help you all to understand the things that I told today. So I guess that should be fine. So yeah, and if you have any problem here, just let me know. I will try to help you all if possible, right? All right. All right, then I'll share the Jupyter notebook of today's class and maybe the previous class together in WhatsApp and Slack. So just keep an eye on that. So yeah, bye bye everyone.
So
Yeah.